He on top of that, he does not care at all for climate change. He, like I said, he's not going to do your parties any favor.
No, he is not. Climate change is he refuses to believe that there is a problem with our country. He refuses to believe that there is a problem with the earth. He refuses to believe that the earth is warming up.
Yes, I think Biden is using his last few months as president to like try to help climate change.
Mostly, not even that they won't. They're embarrassed to do jobs like that. They're embarrassed to go out and work in gas stations. They're embarrassed to go clean bathrooms and stuff. Like, I'm sure you grew up around people like that. You think people you grew up around would be okay with saying that they go and clean bathrooms with pride? Good afternoon, I'm Ramiz, Iqbal, and this is Raymond Koerner. We're here to speak about our opinions on the 2024 presidential elections. I would like to start by asking you, who did you vote for, and why did you vote for who you voted for in the 2024 presidential elections?
Well, I voted for Kamala Harris because she's a prosecutor. She's very experienced in the world of politics, and then I did not want Trump to win. He's a very dangerous man, so I felt voting for Kamala Harris would have been the best decision for me. Who did you vote for, and why?
I voted for the Green Party, and I voted for the Green Party because I think currently our concern should not be politics, and immigrants and war should not be the most top priority right now. We should be more worried about our Earth and how that's going into a downward spiral, and that we need to focus on that and healing it. So what are your views, and what is leading you to vote for Kamala rather than Trump, or rather than a third party or someone else? Why are you voting for someone who several people I know personally in the Pakistani community and in the community around me and like the new voter community and stuff, a lot of people did not vote for Kamala just because they couldn't bring themselves to vote for Kamala because of the actions that she did, the way that she was running. What led you to think that that stuff was okay?
Well, I did not want Trump.
And now I'm not making excuses for Trump's actions. Let me make that clear.
Yeah. So, obviously, no politics. No one's perfect, but seeing Trump mainly, the actions he did, I can't have that man in power. He's done a lot of worse actions. No one's perfect. Kamala Harris is very smart, very brave, very skilled. She has support. She was literally vice president. Trump has no experience.
She was okay. Let me go more on that. She was vice president. Do you think she was undershadowed by Biden and his administration?
I definitely think she was very undershadowed by Biden and his administration.
So do you think if she would have ran in the 4 years ago, the elections, do you think if Kamala ran instead of Biden, do you think she could have won?
No.
You think it would have had the same outcome as it did this time?
Yes, I think the Democrats' main point was just not to get Trump to win because Trump is a very dangerous person. No, we do not need him.
I think that the Democrats damaged their image when they had Trump already. I mean, not Trump, when they had Biden. When they elected Biden, I'm not saying when he was put as the face of the Democratic Party, he had nothing wrong with him. He was fine. Something within the first 2 years that he ran for presidential, like that he was president, right? Those first 2 years, something changed, and he started like deteriorating. You can tell, like mentally, he was deteriorating. He stopped being able to focus on what he was saying and verbally and stuff, and even physically, you could tell that he got sicker. Yeah. And he admitted it after he got out of office. He admitted that he had a bunch of health problems that he wasn't being like clearly open about.
Well, being president is a very stressful job. He is an elderly man. He's getting older by the day. Having all the stress on you will really have an effect.
Now Trump's going to be older than him, though. So do you think that this is going to affect Trump the same way?
Yes.
You think Trump's going to have to struggle with his age and his health?
I do think he will.
Do you think he would try to run again in the next 4 years?
Based off of his personality, based off of what we've seen from him, yes. And if he does not run, he's going to have a puppet, like someone who is designated.
I believe he's going to do that, yes. I believe he's going to have a puppet or one of his kids who run for him doing and making the decisions he wants.
Yes.
It's not going to be mandated by the actual president. He's going to be mandated. And not only that, he's proven that even when he's not in the seat, he can still control the votes and the people who are going and making these decisions.
Exactly.
Because when he wasn't president, when Biden was president, he would say things and people.
Why you think Trump is dangerous?
He would say things and people would change their vote for, like, yes and no. Even when he was a president, he was getting impeached and people were still listening to him and changing his vote.
He got the White House. He got the Capitol raided, and people were still listening to his vote.
Yeah, he got the Capitol raided. He got attacked for that. He got impeached, and they tried to take him down, but they couldn't. He's proven to us that he is a he is a wall, and we have to break that wall. It's not going to be easy to make him change his ways. And that, in my opinion, is going to make these next 4 years very, very difficult because he's a very stubborn person, and he's a wall that can't be stopped. Especially now that everyone on his side, everyone in the government is now pretty much red.
So,
Yes.
Raymond, you talk about why you think he's dangerous.
Well, I think he's dangerous because people close to him he's made comments similar to Hitler's that are just similar to Hitler. I don't know the full detail, but he's made some very surprising comments that I would not want my president saying. He's the stuff he's done to women. You know, he's very Republican. Very, very conservative.
Yes.
He on top of that, he does not care at all for climate change. Like I said, he's not going to do your parties any favor.
No, he is not. Climate change he refuses to believe that there is a problem with our country. He refuses to believe that there is a problem with the earth. He refuses to believe that the earth is warming up.
Yes, I think Biden is using his last few months as president to try to help climate change as much as he can.
Okay, I gotta articulate this conversation very decisively. Personally, so I agree with everything you're saying, but personally, I think the two main issues that we should be focused on right now for Trump, since he's already in this seat, he's already president, we can't change that now. He's gonna be there for the next 4 years. It's very, very difficult to impeach him now.
Yes.
Let's just accept that. Here are the main issues that I think that is gonna cause. I think that his abortion rules, I don't agree with every single thing he says on that. It's very widely. Most people do not. I know a lot of Republicans who also don't agree with his abortion rules, and they believe that that a woman should have the right to choose when they do or when they don't have a child.
Exactly.
A lot of people do not think that it is okay that he's trying to ban that, but a lot of people are also saying that okay, he's trying to ban it, but he's only trying to ban it in states. But then that goes against what they're saying. They're making it so they're saying that it is okay, but it's not okay that he's banning it everywhere. So that second issue that I think is a major issue that's going to affect us is the Middle Eastern policies. And as there's going to be a lot of Pakistanis viewing this, I'm sure this is going to affect them too, Imran Khan and freeing him. I'm sure a lot of Pakistanis were misled and misinformed and voted for him, thinking that he's going to free them, even though he never gave a guarantee, he never promised anything.
Defunding the education department is bad because it's going to take a hit on the special education kids with the disabilities. That I'm not trying to toot anyone's horn, but I think me and you were a part of that. You can cut that out, but
no, I'm not.
That's not.
We
that's
both
not
definitely
good.
were inside the special education system.
It's not cheap to,
especially in the county we're in Fairfax County, and
yeah,
yes, especially over here, there is a lot of funding
hiring
for that.
Case managers, hiring people to directly stay on these special education cases.
And they have a system set in place in Fairfax County that if he defunds it is gonna go down, and it's not gonna be that good. The system is meant to stop students from skipping and going out of school and doing things that they're not supposed to and keeping them in school.
All those policies against immigrants, I think there's a lot of immigrants in here that are working, helping America. They're like the backbone of America. If we give them a hard time, if we deport them, the economy's gonna go down. The workforce is gonna go down.
Okay, what do you think?
You respond. I'm asking. You respond. What do you think of this?
What do you think of this?
I believe yes that stopping immigrants from coming in is gonna stop the economy from growing, because yes, a bunch of the major things that happen behind the scenes around us, major things that happen around us, keeping the water lines clean so that our sewage water can go out, making sure that the water we get is drinkable, making sure that there's not mold and stuff inside of houses deteriorating them. This is all things that immigrants do. White people do not do this stuff. This stuff is they manage it and stuff, don't get me wrong, but I know very few people who go down there and actually get their hands dirty who are American.
Okay.
Gas stations, and even third people, white people, mostly, not even that they won't, they're embarrassed to do jobs like that. They're embarrassed to go out and work in gas stations. They're embarrassed to go clean bathrooms and stuff. Like, I'm sure you grew up around people like that. You think people you grew up around would be okay with saying that they go and clean bathrooms with pride?
Yeah,
What do you say?
not a
What
lot
do you
of,
say?
not a lot of people around me that would want to be doing that. I think they would do it for money. Some teenagers would do it to, like, help their money go up.
Yeah, no,
But-
teenagers will, but
But
these
like
are
older men, grown men around me, I don't think they would have a fun time doing that. I think they would rather go get higher jobs. I think they'd rather go into finance, go into law, go into.
What is something that you think is a reason for Trump to not be a good president? Like, what is something that's holding him back, and what are policies and rules that he is trying to push that you do not agree with and think that
He's
are bad?
trying to defund the the Department of Education. He wants to ban abortion. That's very dangerous. But a lot of things he said, people close to him have said.
How do you feel about him banning the not banning, but being lowering the funds and stuff for the education system? Based on what he said about when immigrants come, if they're educated immigrants, they can stay. But if he doesn't want to fund the education system, does that mean that the education system in America is going to suffer and it's going to make more uneducated people? More non-white American people uneducated.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's good. There's a lot of. We need to have smart Americans. We need to have smart people. We're competing with China. We're competing with all these other countries for intel. We have to have smart people running our country in the future. Defunding the education department is not going to help us. Where is he going to put that money? What is he going to put that money towards? Where he takes it out of the education department?
What is he saying he's going to put it towards?
Well, I gotta do my research on that. But he could put it. Some potential options is he could put it towards the military. He could put it towards giving people tax cuts. I don't know exactly, but based off the stuff that he said, those are some possibilities that he could put the money towards.